On in the NBA because LeBron James will be at Fanatics Fest just up the road here in New York, with the big question being where he will play basketball next season. He has already said he is moving on from the Lakers, but on the list of potential next stops, Philadelphia, Cleveland, Miami, and of course the Bay Area as well. Speaking of, here was Steph and Steve Kerr on the LeBron sweepstakes.
You went on a podcast and you kind of like made a pitch, maybe to sway his direction, from what I've heard. What's the pitch?
Well, the Bay, we know how to win. It's beautiful weather, great golf. I know he's into that. But like you said, the USA experience that we had, the battles that we had over the years. We just know how to play basketball, and I think that he would enjoy, just the idea of what it means to finish your career the right way.
How you guys doing?
Good. Hey, we need to get LeBron, man.
But we need
LeBron.
Oh, we got him.
Okay, that's good. And
Put that on Twitter.
Steve Kerr put that on Twitter. Kendrick Perkins and Brian Windhorst join us now here on First Take. Wendy, you first. The Bay Area, they already got him, says Steve Kerr. Go ahead and put it on Twitter. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm sure that's the way the news is going to come out. Steve Kerr to stoplight. That's I put it down. Let's go be out there on opening night. Why not, Perk? I'll see you there. Can't wait. I do not expect LeBron to announce where he's going today. I could be wrong. I'm not afraid of saying I don't know. Everyone's afraid of saying they don't know. I'm not afraid of saying I don't know. But I have a lot that I want to hear from LeBron today. And what I'm hoping is that I'll be able to better answer this question, Shay, after he has this discussion. Because what I don't understand, and it's very hard to handicap what LeBron might do, and I think the teams, I was in Vegas all week, and teams were coming up to me, teams that are in the LeBron sweepstakes, saying, what do you think he's going to do? They don't know. I promise you, for the most part, they don't know. And I think one of the things is because we don't know what LeBron wants. We know that he wants happiness, but it hasn't been defined. And so there's a certain level of happiness that playing alongside Steph Curry and Draymond Green absolutely delivers. And one of the things that I firmly believe, Perk, is that LeBron can fit with any team. His positional talents and ability to bend his game, he can fit with any team. The question I have that I'm hoping, and I think a lot of the league is hoping to get maybe a little bit of insight today, is what style does he want to play? Because last year, for example, he went in Los Angeles, he played alongside Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic, and he found a style that worked. He played on the wing. He did catch and shoot. He said, if I'm going to get my baskets, Perk, I'm going to go in transition. We saw him absolutely leading the break time after time last year. That's a way to play. And if you want to go play in Cleveland, for example, with James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, that's probably how you're going to play. Does he want to play that way? I have no doubt that he can play that way. If you're going to play with Golden State, you're going to play a different style. They don't play pick and roll basketball like he has played tens of thousands of times. They set Steph Curry up. You're going to play two-man game a little bit with Draymond Green, but it's going to be different. So there's this unquenchable desire for what he's going to do. What I'm more interested in is how he wants to play. And after I hear that, Shay, then I'll have a better idea maybe of being able to answer some of these questions that people have had for the last 2 weeks.
Listen, I did Game Over podcast yesterday with Rich Paul and Max Kellerman, and I kept poking at Rich. And to be honest with you, it's only two people in the world that knows what LeBron is going to do. That's LeBron and Savannah James. I don't even think Rich Paul knows at this point. I think he's actually waiting on Bron to tell him. And I believe that Bron is weighing all his options at this point. And Wendy, I miss you. I haven't been on air with you or seen you or talked to you in about a week and a half. But listen, let me ask you this. The one thing, because I've been trying to sniff around myself and do my own research on this to try to figure out what Bron wants and what he's going to do. The one thing I haven't heard LeBron James say is that this is his final year. Yes, he opted out from playing with the Lakers, but he never said this is his last go-round. So then all of a sudden, when I got to thinking about that, I said, well, maybe he does have more options than just going back home to Cleveland or to Philadelphia. Maybe he might take and say, you know what, I may go out west for a year to Golden State or maybe even Minnesota, and then I could return to Cleveland and retire back home the year after that. I don't know at this point, but I do know this, Shay and Wendy, he's holding up my damn vacation. He's spoiling my vacation. He's spoiling my beauty rest. He's spoiling every single thing, every moment, because we want to know. But again, here we are again. LeBron James is still the most powerful player in basketball.
Okay, so then, Perk, with that being said, what team do you think makes the most sense for LeBron James to go to this upcoming season?
Listen, if he's trying to win and be a missing piece on a winning team that's ready to win now, that team would be Minnesota. Like, just being honest, he would actually fill that void and fill that gap that they're missing since Julius Randle was traded. When you look at what they already have, LaMelo Ball at the point, Anthony Edwards at the 2, Jay McDaniels at the 3, and then you have Rudy anchoring the defense with Ayo and Dante when he comes back coming in off the bench, and Trey Lyles that they just signed. I thought that was an underrated signing, by the way. But you get LeBron James to Minnesota and fill that void. I don't know if Minnesota is high on this list. I don't know if Anthony Edwards is leaving voice notes on his phone or been blowing his phone up. But it makes the most sense if he's trying to win now. But I will say this, if he goes to Philadelphia, they should be the favorite of coming out of the Eastern Conference. If he does pick the 76ers, they will be the favorite for us coming out of the East. With all due respect to the New York Knicks, the champs, when you look at the pieces that they already have, he would do wonders for Joel Embiid on both ends of the floor and off the floor. Like, when you talk about leadership, when you talk about being that guy, that floor general, and to help Joel Embiid and to take pressure and to make the game easier for Joel, LeBron also, Wendy talked about how he transitioned to being that third option guy last year to Luke and Austin Reeves when they all was healthy. Think about the transition that we've seen over the past few years of him actually playing power forward or center at times. Like, LeBron James is still one of the most athletic and biggest guys in the NBA at 6'9", 6'10", 250, 260, and he's still versatile defensively, and he could guard a lot of people outside his position. If he was to go to the 76ers and team up with Maxey and Jaylen Brown and VJ Edgecombe and Embiid, they would be the favorites coming out of the East.
This is the thing, because I don't know how he wants to play, Perk, because I don't know if he liked playing as the third wheel last year. Because for 22 seasons, I watched the lead ball handler of his team, basically. That there were times where he, would have a little bit less, but he was the lead ball handler. That's how he always played. So when you say Philly or you say Minnesota, I see him being 3 or 4 as lead ball handler. I see, like, when you talk about him playing center or power forward, you're absolutely right. He can do it. Just, I know in the past he hasn't wanted to do it. So the team that makes the most natural basketball fit to me, Perk, is the Heat. If he wants to go play where he would go back into the role as the ball handler, Miami has that role.